Hey guys, what's going on? This is TheSpartan, and today I will be comparing the Legendary Boar with the Legendary Mammoth, and as they are the two legendary creatures or animals in Battle Nations, and I'm still waiting for that Legendary Sandworm. Get to work, Z2. Get to work. Or maybe the Legendary, and maybe since these already deal stun and freeze, maybe we can get the Legendary Raptor to burn things and the Legendary Sandworm to like poison everything. I don't know, that'd be awesome, but yeah. The Legendary Boar and the Legendary Mammoth, mine are both at rank 7. So, personally, I think the Legendary Boar looks cooler, and the Legendary Mammoth is a bit more powerful. So, I'll be showing them both off. First together, then individually. I'm not sure if you're seeing what I'm doing here, but yeah. Both of their roar attacks have a charge, so I'm just gonna show off the regular attacks. Now the Legendary Boar has an attack that goes forward, is mostly hit, and the Legendary Mammoth has an attack that hits one random area or more spaces to the side, but they both can deal a lot of damage. And using these two units together is pretty good. So the Legendary Mammoth's Pride affects the whole field and deals extreme amounts of damage to units without armor. The Legendary Boar has an attack that can hit a few tiles, but it can also freeze things sometimes. If I could just get this. Don't fail me now. Okay, see, it can freeze. While the Legendary Mammoth has an attack that can stun everything. And I just froze. That's supposed to stun a cool war, whatever. So the Legendary Boar can toss a rock. The Legendary Mammoth can toss a log. I'm not sure how that works, but... And for some reason they appear to be the same exact height. And somehow they're about as tall as a mega tank, so these things must be a good couple feet tall, or the mega tank is just short. I'm just as confused as you are. So yeah, now to show them individually, I'll just have to reject that, sorry. To show them individually, the Legendary Mammoth, right here. Gonna wait for that one turn. I'll hit this guy, hit him. I'll actually strip off the armor off. I'll take the armor off the Raptor too. Or Raptor Rider, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so this is its most powerful attack right here. For things that are unarmored, they will lose most or all of their health. This attack is that good. But for units that have armor, well, they're lucky. The Mammoth doesn't exactly do much against that. So you can just do that for a while if you want. Or you can hit them with a log or something. There isn't exactly much you can do, they have armor. But once the armor comes off, they are prone again, and it's all good. And there it is. Okay. Now, for the Legendary Boar, do I have any more raider formations? I just ran out. That's kind of lame. Whatever, I'll do Silver Wolves. I don't want to get anywhere near that freaking alpha truck. Annoying. Somehow got close to that. That's lame. I'm probably not gonna complete this battle because as good as these units are, Silver Wolves still destroy them. So this is the freezing attack. It just ignores everything and goes straight through, so you don't need to worry about it like the chemical tanks. So that's one major up on this. Oh, and it can freeze things too. Freezing things is always great. because then they can't attack. I heard that both of these units are extremely cheap when it comes to healing, and they both excel when it comes to destroying unarmored units. So that's one similarity between them. And yeah, I'm just gonna quickly hit this guy with a stone, and he's gonna get out. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Alright, so you guys get to look at my screen for a bit, whatever. Alright, I got 2 messages. Well, alright, I'm gonna go back in. I don't want to lose a Legendary Boar. Alright, so now to tell you the stats of all their attacks and stuff. Where is it? The Legendary Mammoth has 525 hit points and 210 armor. It has 45 bravery, 45 defense. It's a blocking unit. Has bonuses to everything. Its base takes extra damage from fire, but resists explosive and piercing. Its armor resists crushing and explosive, but takes extra damage from fire and piercing. It has 2 weapons. It has 3 weapons. The Stomp, which has 2 ammo for 4-turn reload. The Mammoth Call, which has 1 ammo for 6-turn reload. The Hurl, which has 2 ammo for 4-turn reload. The Crushing Stomp does 118 to 178 crushing damage for a cooldown of 1 ammo used, 1 to 2 range, contact line of fire, 66 offense, 20% base crit, 40%. Jesus, what was that? Crit versus soldier, 40% crit versus vehicle, and 50% armor piercing. The Heavy Trample does 118 to 178 damage for crushing damage type, 2 cooldown, 1 ammo used, 1 to 2 range, a contact line of fire, 76 offense, 20% base crit, crit versus soldier, 40% crit versus vehicle, 40%, and 30 armor piercing. I don't use the piercing cry. The Bone Shaking Cry does 36 to 56 damage times 3 with a crushing damage time, prep time of 1, 6 cooldown, 1 ammo used, 1 to 3 range, indirect line of fire, 66 offense, 20% base crit, and a stun chance of 60 for 3 turns, and a Log Throw does 115 to 214 with a crushing damage type, 1 cooldown, 1 ammo used, 1 to 5 range, and indirect line of fire, 61 offense, 20% base crit, and 25% armor piercing. Woo! So the Legendary Mammoth has 25 more hit points than the Legendary Boar, by the way. The Legendary Boar has 500 armor and 500 health and 210 armor, 45 bravery, 45 defense. It's a blocking unit, bonuses to everything. It resists crushing, explosive, and piercing, and its health does, and takes extra damage from fire. Its armor resists crushing, explosive, and piercing, but takes extra damage from fire. It has 4 weapons, which are all boars. The first boar has 2 ammo for 4-turn reload. The second boar has 2 ammo for 6-turn reload. The third boar has 1 ammo for 4-turn reload, and the fourth boar has infinite ammo. The boar Rock Toss does 118 to 178 damage with a crushing damage type, a cooldown of 1 ammo used, 1 to 5 range, indirect line of fire, 76 offense, 20% base crit, and 25% armor piercing. The Tusk Gore hits 3 units like that, does 85 to 128 crushing damage with a cooldown of 2, 1 ammo used, 1 to 2 range, a contact line of fire, 76 offense, 20% base crit, 50% crit versus critter, 50 crit versus soldier, and 40 armor piercing. The Stampede Charge is 115 to 214 crushing damage with a cooldown of 3, 1 ammo used, 1 to 4 range, a contact line of fire, 71 offense, 20% base crit, 50% crit versus critter, 50% crit versus soldier, and a 30% chance to stun a unit for 3 turns. Or no, 70% chance to stun a unit, and with 30% armor piercing. Yikes. The Chilling Roar does 92 to 171 damage with a fire damage type. That really doesn't have a damage type, you can ignore this. With a 1-turn prep time, 5-turn cooldown, 1 to 4 range, a contact line of fire, 84 offense, 20% base crit, 30% armor piercing, and it freezes a unit with a 75% chance for 3 turns. Wow. So many stats. So yeah, those were both promotional units. I hope you enjoyed this comparison. This was TheSpartan.